out there and water the plants so we have good oxygen while they're running the pump again to water the trees. Well, it's a diesel pump, so it's kind of like having a diesel truck running for a week to make sure you can pay your bills through farming, because it's cash cropping, because this is Las Costas Cruces, New Mexico, and not King Solomon's Israel. So Nessa sucks. Nessa sucks. I watched Neil deGrasse Tyson last night on Colbert, right? And I'm like sitting there listening to them talk about these books they're selling for money, and I'm like, what the fuck do you know about physics? Seriously, what gives you the audacity to think that your stargazing for money can explain physics better than Jesus Christ or Muhammad? What kind of ego do you fucking have to have, you know? You know, when you're mentioning that people would rather listen to you spout your ego than have sex because the sex is getting old. Yeah. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you are not into hell food, I am into champagne. I've got to meet you by tomorrow, you, and cut through all this red tape at a bar named O'Malley's. We'll plan our escape. My favorite song of his is Him. Ever heard it? Over by the window, there's a pack of cigarettes. Not my brand, you understand. Sometimes the girl forgets. She forgets to hide them. I knew who left those dysfunctional kill yourself after sex, smoking guns behind. And she'll say, oh, he's just a friend. And I'll say, ooh, I'm not blind. Wonder how many people met Rupert Holmes and said, hey, that made me break up with my last girlfriend because it's me or it's him, right? Thank you, that changed my life. Live the Lord's Prayer. Then there won't be any bags to pack and bills to pay. To be the one you love, right? I dreamed about that my whole life, you know. I thought, I'd find a little oasis in all this hell between me loving her and her loving me and us passing on my rose-colored glasses to my kids till the end of time, as Kaylin Gilliard has said, I don't see the world as through rose-colored glasses. I used to tell Steffi, it's like, that's them and this is us. But they pushed it too far. Okay. They pushed it too far, Back then you could turn off the TV, and if you weren't somebody from the book of Revelation, they didn't have a virtual presence that people paid attention to your house and your TV unless you were doing something that caused problems for people that procure uranium to threaten to blow everybody up if the Koreans don't do business the way we do business, right? So, child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. Oh, I like that song. I like Taxi, too. There's quite a few songs by Harry Chapin. I thought, oh, that's quite poetic. That's nice. I'm more of a Jim Croce guy. If I could keep time in a bottle, first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. There never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. How many singers have we had that say, there's just, I'll walk in the rain by your side. I'll cling to the warmth of your tiny hand, How many, Nida mía, no quiero saber, I really don't want to know. How many people throughout time, I'll take you home, Kathleen. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. It's just trends come and go. But the trends stay the same because we're not living the truth of the Lord, right? And then when you get a living Lord among you that goes into the very bowels of hell, the worst bowels of hell ever invented by human beings that are selfish and want to destroy the truth of the faithful love of the Lord. You act like, oh no, Jesus is God and you suck and you need him to die to pay for your disgustingness. Okay, I didn't vote for president after Obama fucked us all. You did. Okay? So COVID's on your dime. Okay? mass murdering all the girls in the brothels so we wouldn't have that brain activity that's so bad in close proximity to make more Sicario movies, that's on your dime. Me? I'm not going to say stop the world and let me off. I'm tired of spinning round and round. I have no problems with the world. I love, the gift of life. I love sunshine, sunrise, sunset. What you're born with is what you get. I need so little, yet so much. Children's sweet laughter, woman's touch. I don't know just what is real. All I know is what I feel. And that makes sense. Why? Well, I know what is real and what isn't. Trouble is I can't decide what's the truth and who is lying. The truth is live the Lord's Prayer so you can sustain your life with the heart of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs. Okay, what's not real is, money, 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 money. That's invention with technology to fuck you in the head and get you up and turn you into a head fucker the next day so you feel successful head fucking. Okay, and I'm neither a pimp nor a hobie. Hello, you dirty hoe. I'm sorry, remember that on Cat in the Hat with was that Ron Howard movie? It's a great day to take a stroll. That was the guy that sent my dad to the casting couch. He's a real great guy. Dad, he sent you to the casting couch. He's a real great guy. Dad, the reason why those guys, those homosexuals, wanted you to have sex with them to get a part as a fucking stuntman in Hollywood is because Andy Griffith sent them to you. You don't think he knew what he was sending you to? You don't think Ghislaine Maxwell from Mayberry knew what the fuck he was doing? You're the one who taught me to sit there and go, Earl. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? They just know he was a nice guy. He took me out of the rodeo, which was hell, broke your body apart trying to win money to pay, have a lot of money to pay for your kids to enjoy life better and buy more cars and TVs and designer clothes and a nice house and an Adobe in Tularosa. And you do the stunt things. They got the little things there to make sure you don't get hurt so you can do them over and over again. So you can make Burt Reynolds a star. Yeah. Dolly Parton hit on you in L.A. the same way she did in El Paso. Right? She was married. I did not know she was married. She hit on my old man. She was married. They've been married for... Son of a bitch. She hit on my old man because my mom pissed her off. Yeah. My mom was raised by a sergeant major in the military. I don't even think Dolly Parton remembers. She probably was having drinks, probably is half drunk. But she was pissed. Because that redhead came up and said, I thought you were Porter Wagner's big-headed bomba, but you're amazing. It's like, Mom, you could have just said, Ma. And that was the big thing with all the people that studied me. You're like your mother, You say things that are inappropriate in front of people. It's like I'm very honest and very pragmatic, okay? But I'm different than my mother. Because my mom doesn't have, she's the Grail and not the Covenant, the Ark. She's not the Ark. Okay, she's emotional. She wants to protect her son from being murdered because, oh Johnny, I feel you're unkind. I love you far better than all of mankind. Because your son is perfect. He's like Job and Jonah. You gave birth to. You can just imagine being Rebecca in the Bible. Imagine me, Mary in the Bible. Okay, before you guys get all Freudian and Oedipus about the whole fucking thing. Okay. You give birth to the perfect son who gives us perfect love, and all the other people are jealous of him and want to kill him, so you try to talk him out of it. That's what my mom did. I mean, any mother that loves their son and had to carry the little guy and the child around would say, don't do it. They'll kill you. Just believe in the magic afterlife bullshit. Believe in Pope Leo and the Vatican. Exit, stage left even. Snagglepuss, right? It's insane. I know it's insane, man. And asking for money to survive and saying you're happy and you're enjoying this is wrong. It's fundamentally wrong. We live in the Lord's Prayer yet? No. Well, then we're still stuck in Devontae Swing's fucking basement, damn it. Then they had a thing last night I watched with old Jazzy Crockett. Yeah. You have eczema stuff. I did not know. Can I borrow your glasses? Try to act like I'm fighting. We used to do that with Kim and Sean Kuykendall. Because she has from stress and toxins in the environment, she has her eyes. Hey, Jazz, we need to go out. Because, if you don't wear your glasses when we're having sex, that'll like uh, airbrush me and I'll be a lot more attractive. And you'll be making love with the most perfect, gorgeous, protecting man in the history of the world and not the Roman Empire. Yeah, no Maximus here. I'm Dinkleman. I'm just joking. I'm flirting with her. I'm just having fun. Yeah, because she don't know what she's talking about. Guys, she's taken the rhetoric from the right and trying to use the rhetoric from the right to make her look right. We're supposed to have self-government. Okay. Demomockery. Okay. Do you understand? Is that the Louvre? Is that what it looks like? I don't know. Or is that a different building with the same kind of little crazy glass pyramid in it? I don't know. I think it's the Louvre. I don't know. Do we care? Not really. It's just a big old building where people say that people painting a picture of life is more valuable than the life of the children that they don't give a shit about. But that's cool. So it's like, hey, I need more money to fuck. No, you don't. Shh, go home. But yeah, no. Jazzy's abused and she's through violent sex cult tribalism, and she doesn't realize she's there. She's like Cardi B Aloysius. I'm just kidding. It's hard to say that girl's name. It's like, okay, we'd have to sit there for 2 days and I go, okay, so how do you say your name again? No, you're not Bacardi. No, you're not Booze. She's a mare. You're not Booze. And she ain't a mare. She's a woman. She's not a horse. I like Cliff Nobles too. Thank you. Okay. Does anybody else like Cliff Nobles? That's one of my favorites. I made that my rally song for the Western New Mexico Mustangs on NCAA football 2013. Every time we score a touchdown. Da-na-na-na. And I didn't use Cliff Nobles. I used a band in Nebraska, I think it is, that played the horse. Okay. And I used the Magnificent Seven theme song for the Cowboys of Highlands. So I love playing with those two on that thing. When I get my new controllers through Amazon, I'm going to go back in this summer and make sure the air conditioner's running, and I'm going to play some games with my Western New Mexico Mustangs and my New Mexico Highlands Cowboys on 2013. I don't like the gameplay as much, but I like the seamless way that the music comes in, and I can put in my own high school bands with excellent freaking music to play every time we score or make tackles and stuff. It makes it more fun. The band, I love the band. Me and the band geese were always, there was the girls volleyball team and basketball team, right? And the band. Okay. There was a few, usually the offensive linemen. The offensive linemen were like my centers and power forwards, But all the guards that think they run the team, and the quarterback face, and the receiver who thinks he's faster than you, most of them were pretty shitty to me. Stacy Garter, Freddie LaFall, Jerry Hamilton, the quarterback at Mayfield, real nice guy. And they didn't lose. He was the one quarterback. I should have played football at Mayfield because Jerry would have loved me. Because the LaFalls couldn't catch a cold. I tried to teach them how to catch it. It's like a baby being thrown out of a window of a building that's on fire. You frame it like this, and then you catch it. You don't catch it. Dunk. It's real soft, like you're going to catch it, bring it home, and take it to its mother. That's how you catch a football. What do you know, white boy? Faster than you are. And the Mexicans all at Mayfield was, yeah, he's faster than the Negros. And I can catch a football. A cold? It's a little bit more difficult for me to catch a cold. I have a very efficient immune system because I take care of the plants and the plants take care of me. I don't drive combustible engine vehicles for entertainment that cause problems for the plants and the animals. One time I did, it wasn't for entertainment, it was just during the time of day, and Dad said, go out there and cut it, and I went out and cut it, and it was during the hot part of the day, and I got attacked by killer bees, and that sucked. When you've been stung about 50 or 60 times by killer bees, you sit around for a week going, damn, they will kick your ass. Zeke was crying, man. Glass was flying. No, there was no glass flying. Earl was flying. Zeke was crying. I went into the shed, and they had their nest was inside that old bat house that could come in, that had where they could get into the shed. They attacked me in the shed, and I came running across the parking lot. And Zeke could feel it. He could feel the pheromones. He was yelping, Earl, you okay, Earl? He was such a sweetheart. And when I got in, he's like, you didn't let any of those little suckers in here, did you? Oh, thanks for caring, Zeke. He hated bees. When a bee would get in the window and I had to go to work and I was late, he'd sit there, you leave me alone with this bee. It's one bee. It'll be dead in a half an hour. In the meantime, he's still going to scare the shit out of me. I'm sorry, Zeke, but I'm going to be late for work. You could go over there and open that screen like you always do and let him out. I gotta go. I'm going to be fired, and then we won't be able to have your meat sandwiches that I bring home for you that you like so much. I love you. Yeah, he's so cute. Yeah, it was like Oscar and Felix. Yeah. Yeah. I've been missing Zeke a lot here the last 2 years. Yeah. I always talk about, I love Zeke. I miss Zeke. He's a good old buddy. It's because it was hard after a while. I didn't think it because that last 3 months was really hard. The last 3 months was really hard because he was in such pain, and I was being studied by people that use money to manipulate people, make you feel inadequate because you don't have it. And my job is to correct their technology so we don't need money to feel adequate. So it was very difficult. And I was you just let go, boy. The kids love you. Kate loves you. Emmy loves you. Noah loves you. And I had to pick him up and take him outside and let him use the bathroom, then wash him off, then dry him off, then pick him up and kiss him and tell him the kids love him. And he'd cry, and I just let go, just go to sleep. Just do the last breath from the lady in the old folks home, from the TED British people that think they're so fucking smart. What do you know about physics? Lord's Prayer. You're starting to understand physics better. Good. Now you not act like bitch. Okay. Shake your money maker. Shake your money maker. Okay, do you understand? Now it's a disco, but not for Lola. Okay. Come dancing down by the Pally on a Saturday. Now is it a roller rink, or I can't remember. What is it? Is it a shopping? I can't remember. I haven't heard that song in a long time. You remember the Kinks? I don't like the Kinks as much as I like the Hollies. I don't know why I get those two mixed up. Okay. The Kinks sing Lola, right? Lola, la 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 Lola. Yeah, they're the sarcastic ones. And the Hollies are more hey, Carrie Ann. I don't know why I get those two mixed up. I do that with certain bands, and it's weird. And I'm like, why do you get those two mixed up? I don't know. I just do. You get the Kinks and the Hollies mixed up. Yeah, it's Saturday night, I was downtown working with the FBI. Long, cool woman in a black dress, And is the Kinks sing, and he's oh so good, and he's oh so fine, and he's oh so healthy in his body and his mind. I like that one too. Anybody else like that song? And help me from the squeeze. They're a tad bit more sarcastic than the Hollies. Okay, maybe a lot more. Well, I don't know. But I like the Hollies. Don't the Hollies sing, stop, stop, stop all the dancing or I'll have to leave. Stop, stop, stop all the dancing. Give me time to breathe. Yeah, the guy who goes to the club, dated the girl at the club, she dumped him and then he's obsessed with her. Okay. Yeah. That's why my heart breaks, Christina. I've never been obsessed with a woman in my life. Not once. No. I want them to stand up and live the Lord's Prayer and truly love their children. But that's about as far as it goes. Okay. You guys haven't understood the collection of evidence on YouTube and the Facebook that's no longer available to the public over the last since June 2009 days out of Cochise County? Yeah, no, Earl does not. If I can't have her, I'll just die. That's Jesus, you'll do this or die trying. Gonna die anyway. There's your incentive. Lord's Prayer all the way. Lord's Prayer all the way, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I'm the Messiah. And it's not William Shatner, Stephen Colbert, or Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? I'm going to attack the physics. You don't even fucking understand physics. You sell books for money. Money is human invention that causes most mass murder and most threats to the planet and species and threats to the apple skin over the planet there. Yeah. Okay. We're going to the moon. Why? Are you applying physics properly on planet Earth to make sure that the moon is in harmony with the Earth so we can maintain love and life and have sex with Olivia Wilde if we want to? We can dance if we want to. I don't even know who Olivia Wilde is. No. I think I know who Jason Sudeikis is. I think I might. I don't know. But I don't know who Olivia Wilde is. No, I don't know who she is. He said Olivia, and I'm thinking Olivia Newton-John. Think about it, stud. I have no idea who Olivia Wilde is. I'll have to go look her up when I'm done here. I don't know who she is. I imagine she's probably a blonde girl. Like I didn't know who Sabrina Carpenter was until they pointed her out to me. Oh, she's cute. Nice legs. Low self-esteem? I don't know. We'll have to ask her. Do you have low self-esteem? Do you think you need money to justify your existence to assholes that think they run the world? Well, then you do have low self-esteem. Hi, that's Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez. They have low self-esteem like you too. Same with Cardi B. And Jasmine Crockett, yes. Those are her reading glasses. She's cute. I know those people, they jump on her and stuff. I think she's cute. And I think she's well-intended. She's just dumb as a box of rocks. Okay, like I think Molly Quirm is cute. Okay, everybody does, right? Not everybody. Lots of people do. You know, the girl who does the Stephen A. Smith stuff, she's cute. Dumb as a box of rocks. She's cute, though. She's fun to look at. When I used to watch Skip and Shannon, you know, they had that on. I was like, would you two just back the camera up and let me look at her? Wow, you are cute. You know you're cute. You've got nice lips. You and Demi Lovato related? Because she's cute, too. You guys look alike. Well, that's not unusual. It's not unusual for girls to have dark eyes, brown hair, full lips, and a tiny nose. Have nice hips and boo-boos that look like they're fun to tune in Tokyo, you know, right? And it makes you watch videos you probably shouldn't watch, because they have her in red fishnet stockings with her booty and her underwear going up her crotch, right? And you're like going, oh. When you're young, oh, to be young again, right? And it's horrible. It is horrible. It's horrible to do to faithful men and have them sit there and think, she's painted up her lips and rolled and curled her tinted hair. That's, is that Mel Tillis? I like Who's Julie too. What's the other one? Send Me Down to Tucson and he'll get the job done. He wrote Ruby, right? Didn't Mel Tillis wrote Ruby? What else did Mel Tillis wrote some pretty good songs. Anybody else like Mel Tillis a lot? You know, my second wife's grandma got offered to do backup vocals for Mel Tillis, but her dad wouldn't let her take the gig. And what a creep. It's like, I don't know. It's like my dad getting sent by Andy Griffith off to get off the offered the casting couch by out of Otto Premiger's friends because they like having sex with hot guys. It makes them feel powerful. Oh. So you're a bronc rider and a strong safety. Well, you want a job in this movie, you're going to have to let me fuck you in the ass. Wow! You're not one of the three amigos. You suck, right? Makes sense though, right? Do you have a plethora of piñatas? Okay. You going to paint Patrice Martinez and kill her with stress in a toxic environment so I never get to meet her? Okay. Assholes, right? You guys understand what's going on? You understand the Gospels are real and based on reality and lived by real people that are really faithful that can explain physics to you better than a person selling you books for money? An alien. Well, there's no signs of intelligent life here except for the Lord's Prayer. But they're going to, yeah, I know the fallacy through the mythology of first-person possessor pronoun perception of God is going to do the same thing with the Ten Commandments, but this, you got to understand, this is genocide operations. And the people in the United States mass murdering their own people for a better quality of life are just copying the Chinese. Well, they're so efficient at it, and everybody goes along with the program. Just lay back and enjoy the rape. Right, Connie Chung? Right, Bobby Knight. Okay. Who's that old bastard who pays all the money and gets all the kids to go to UCLA instead of Indiana? Serious? Like Bill Walton said, where would you rather go to school? Bloomington, Indiana? Or be able to hang out at Malibu and go surfing all day with all the hotties on the beach? I mean, come on now. Well, if you're shallow and superficial, you'll go to school where Bill Walton goes to school. If you want to be around people that have substance and a girl that won't cheat on you every time you turn around because she thinks she's going to have sex with the next, she's Heather Graham from Bowfinger, you might go to Bloomington, Indiana. Hallelujah, brother. Food around the corner. Right? You understand? Different strokes for different folks. Some guys you just so you want to, and some easy burns. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Wrestling with the devil. Holy jihad, Batman. I was on top. You won. How much money did you get for it? Did you sell a book about alien contact? Did it make any fucking sense? Did it apply in physics? Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Congratulations, you can apply Proverbs type physics. Once you've replaced the glory of God with the delusion of a possessive pronoun first person God that exists only in your head, you've bastardized the true meaning of Proverbs and turned yourself into a Roman myth that will fuck its own children to death to stay in power and clone itself. Is that your sex robot? Wow. She's hot. Does she come in blue, dark, black hair too? Cold. She had ruby red lips, cold black hair, and eyes that could tempt any man. And I was almost persuaded to let strange lips lead me on. Anybody else like David Houston? I love David Houston. I like Elusive Dreams with... That's Tammy Wynette too. I followed you to Texas. I followed you to Utah. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. That song will make you cry. Those reaction songs, They last Alaska, but now only two of us. And still you won't let me go on alone. The baby dies in Alaska. She's still following him, trying to pay their bills and do it comfortably in a 2-story house, but not with the baby. And the bedroom of our one baby's crying goes unheard. But it's a good year for the roses. They're so cold-blooded. If the celebrities know who I am, how many years since you kidnapped the kids was it a good year for the roses? It's a good year for the roses this year, too. But that's because we put a lot of ashes from the fireplace on them. Yeah, and make sure we get lots of mulch and put them on and make sure they're watered, which reminds me I have to go water the plants today so they help provide oxygen to keep us healthy so our health isn't compromised by chemical cash cropping induced by the mass murderers from close proximity of military genocide units. Boy, I wonder if the technology can apply the physics and is as intelligent as I are, baboon. What do you think, weasels? What do you think? You think the guy who's the general in Iran is calm and as intelligent and protecting of children as I am? I don't think he is either. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace out.